in terms of your recruitment, you ended up playing for UConn. A lot of people say, well, he was under recruited. I'm curious your feelings on this. My assumption and my argument would be that you were probably properly recruited. The example that I use is Steph Curry. Your colleague at ESPN, Seth Greenberg, gets a lot of flack for not recruiting Steph Curry to Virginia Tech, where his father played. And my counter to that is, at that point of his life, Steph Curry wasn't good enough to play at Virginia Tech. Nobody in the
Right.
ACC recruited Steph Curry. Who's to say that that little skinny kid is going to grow up to be one of the best players of all time? So now, at the time, I'm curious if you felt like you were under recruited. Looking back, are you maybe grateful for whether you were quote unquote under recruited, because you obviously landed in a place that helped you be successful?
Yeah, I was grateful. I'm grateful for every part of that, because it very much so gave me the chip on a daily basis in a way. I was accurately recruited. I was a 6'5", 210 pound, unbelievably unathletic quarterback. I could throw and I was smart, but I was slow. I didn't have much muscle. I wasn't a dynamic athlete. So no, I wasn't going to go to a big time school. And so, um, I also love the fact that like UConn was the team that really sold me on what they were trying to do. And it was a little bit of like going step by step, locking arms with Coach Edsel, who was the coach that recruited me and the coach that was my coach, and trying to go do stuff that like people told us we couldn't do. And so there was that would like built some of the character that I have inside of me. And so, that's one of the things that, Seth, I think that in a way that we've lost sight of a little bit as and I don't want to sit there and say I've got the most experience as a parent, but a lot of the issue with youth sports with the parents, I think right now is if you listen to any really person, right? But since this is sports centric, any person that makes it, whether it's at a high level of college or they have the opportunity to go to professional sports and they get done with it, I would tell you 95+% of them say, man, the best part was the journey. The best part was the journey of it. And they each have those line of demarcations or those moments where that journey was hard and difficult and fell down and failed or wasn't good enough or didn't get it the way they want. And they appreciate all of those parts along the journey. And I think one of the things that's happening with some, too many parents is like, parents, we are stealing the journey from those kids. Like we're stealing that journey from them, that when we constantly step in or this playing time or this coach or this, you have to play at this team or this program or this, like this position or this sport, like we're stealing their journey in a way. And so we're robbing them of that along the way. And we don't know what the end result is going to be. We don't. And so, that's something that for me, I'm so happy and thankful that that was never taken from me by my father or some other adults.